I think hostility is something that is perceived. I think that it's not blatant hostility. No one's been directly threatened that I'm aware of, but there's an unconscious aspect of the organisation that I'm concerned about, that I hear from colleagues that do identify as being a Christian, feeling that that they're unable to be open about that, requests for flexibility around shifts on Sundays, for example, working patterns to allow them to go to their places of worship. They seem to be very restricted, and that concerns me because it doesn't seem to be in line with the trust values, and I just wonder about what's happening with the connection from the policy and the procedure and the managerial structure to the lived experience of our staff. I think on reflection it's not impossible for that to have happened. I certainly trusted a relationship that I experienced as on a friendship level as well as a colleague, and I've certainly questioned the intent behind that whole development of the relationship over time. It would be very sad to think that it was intentional and it was in any way meant to be malicious, but I've certainly considered that might have been possible since it happened. I've been very clear with the panel and the staff that have been involved. If there is something that I have done that breaches policy or is illegal or conflicts the requirements of me of a professional, then I have to take the consequences of that. But I am left concerned that some aspects of the allegations don't feel clear for me. I have been accused of inappropriately expressing my religious belief in the workplace through giving someone a book and a DVD, which the investigating officers acknowledged that they weren't overtly of a Christian nature. However, they did acknowledge that the complainant might have perceived it to be offensive. I'm concerned that the same effort to regard or acknowledge or provide for our Christian colleagues doesn't seem to be the same as any other group that might be considered to be a minority group. Not that I would consider any one of those groups to be a minority group, but I'm concerned that the equality doesn't seem to be as obvious as you'd expect it to be.